I'm Bernard Chan. I have a question on the IR, and I assure you, sir, it will not be just about $100. Since the launch of Resorts World, the following has transpired. The majority of foreigners who go there are lower income people. That recently, Resorts World has set up a Singaporeans and PR corner, a large section only. Okay, that Genting hasn't been doing so well according to all the analyst reports, and the future looks a bit dicey for them as well as for LVS. The investments vis-a-vis the revenues and profits. Now, I'm not sure whether the government has foreseen these scenarios, but on the surface, they run opposed to your objectives when the IR was first granted. My question is, in the long run, 1 to 5 years from now, how do you see it evolving in line with your objectives for the IR?
Right, thank you for a short question.
I don't think it is totally a surprise that Singaporeans are interested in going to the casino. That's why we put the $100 entrance fee. They go on the boats, they go to Genting itself in Malaysia, they go to Batam. So many possibilities. Now there's this new opening. A lot of people have taken great interest, and I'm sure when Marina Bay Sands opens in April, I think they're planning to, there'll also be similar great interest. And those who didn't do so well in Sentosa will say maybe the other side, the luck is better. Our objective is not to prevent Singaporeans from going altogether. Even old folks, if they didn't go to MBS or to RWS, they would go on a boat for a ride and enjoy themselves. So now that they've come to Sentosa, maybe the boat is the one who's going to suffer. It could happen. I think the business has been somewhat affected. But our purpose in allowing the two IRs to set up is really to bring new tourists to Singapore, new business to Singapore. I think it's still early days to say for sure, but if you look at the February tourism numbers, which just came out yesterday or today, we got 25% more tourists in February this year compared to February last year. And partly the economy is better, but partly RWS is open. So, and I think that we do know that there have been tourists who have come here, and RWS is one of the attractions. Some come from China, some come from the neighboring countries. I think that is good for us. We hope that over the next 5 years that business will grow, and it's not just a casino, but the entertainment, the rides are a success. The conventions will come to Singapore, and the business will take off. And that Singaporeans, having had the novelty of this place, will say, it's the same. I used to take a boat once a year, now I go to Sentosa once a year. It's not that drastically different after all. I hope Singaporeans have that maturity and balance to be like that. I read one old lady in the Taobao whom they interviewed, who was at MBS, at Sentosa. Very interesting. She says, I'm old, my grandchildren, youngest one is already mid-teens. I like to play mahjong with my friends, but if I play mahjong, sometimes we quarrel with one another. So therefore we don't. So instead of playing mahjong, I come here, I bring $200. When it finishes, I go home. What harm is done? So if somebody like that who knows what she's doing, she knows she's going to lose money, but she wants to spend a few hours, have some fun, I think, what harm is there? The ones who get addicted can't stop themselves. Their hands tremor, their eyes get red. They spend 24 hours there and they can't be pulled away. And there are some people who are almost like that. That can be a serious problem, and then when we come across such cases, we have to take measures to try and get them weaned off and straightened out, and their families protected. So these are things which we have to do. In an ideal world, nobody would need to go to a casino, right? You just stay at home and watch Discovery Channel. But what to do?